Okay, so I have shown you how to put a grid onto your portrait. Of course, I used my own portrait as an example, and I showed that using MS Word. You can also make a grid if you print out your picture and you make the same grid with 8 columns and 10 rows like that. You could print a picture as well as you're going to use that to make your image transfer of the picture of yourself. And you can see here I have my image on my computer that I'll work from as well here, but there are options when you're transferring this image. This is the same process as how you transferred the still life. Why we're using it here for the portrait is, again, not so unlike the still life, is so that we can get a little bit more precise placement of the portrait as we put it down onto the canvas. So here I'm going to just sit here. I can use this again, or I can be looking right at my picture. I have my canvas marked boxes 1 through 8 and 1 through 10. Again, making this grid on the canvas is the same process as you would as you made your still life as well. Making a grid on this image is something, again, that I've shown you to use. You could use MS Word to make grid lines, or you could simply make 1-inch grid boxes on your image, right? So that process is the same. Remember, on the still life, I had provided you with an image that had the grid lines, but here now you have to use your own picture, so you have to put your own grid lines on the picture. So the same process happens here. We work across boxes 1, 2, 3. I'm at the first box here over to number 3. Again, I can be looking at my image here on the computer, and I am just going to put down the basic shape that I see in the box there, right? Further in that box, I can emphasize where the hairline is, my hairline is, like that. I can come to the next box, do the same thing again. So I was up here in 3, I'll come over to 4, like that. I'm now in row number 2, column number 5. Follow this down. Again, isolate each box that you're looking at. We're isolating each box as we go along. We don't think about anything else. Don't try and draw this without using the grid, because I want you to be able to make a nice transfer of this image. And if you go box to box, you will be able to see an image of yourself as you go along here. I'm now at 3 and column 2. 3, column 2. You can just pick up the edge of my forehead there. I'm just going to keep following along, second column and number 4. Why don't I take a look at what's further in that, and I'll hold up my picture here so you can see that. That's where that part of the eye starts. I'm now in number 3 and number 4 this way. And that's where I hit right here, this part of the eye of the nose, as the nose comes down right here. And then you're going to continue in the next box, and just looking at that shape that I have there, and I would continue again box to box until I completely transfer the portrait.